Welcome back to Flying Smoke. Today we are going to do another charcoal head-to-head video. Now we've done a lot of briquettes and I've gotten a lot of responses. And I got to say thank you, any of you that have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, get down there, smash that subscribe button, ding the bell, get some notifications. That being said, we are now going to go to lump charcoal. A lot of lump charcoals out there. I'm going to use what I use at home all the time, which is a B&B. They have hickory, they have oak, and today I'm going to use the brown bag, which is oak. And I'm going to go up against its competitor. Well, let's get the B&B picture up there for you. That's what we're going to use. And the challenger. Can you guess? Out of Georgia. Here it is. Royal Oak. Lump. We're going to see what these two charcoals do. Lit off in two chimneys, standard competition light off. I'm going to use two starter tumbleweeds, and actually I'm going to use two of the little white paraffin cubes because I've used that so much. I want to stick with, I want to keep the similarities going so that you can judge at home. Remember, it's scientific. It's got to be a repeatable result. So let's get started and see how they go. Okay, so today we're going to, as discussed, Royal Oak hardwood lump. It's 100% all natural charcoal versus my old standard, B&B. This is their brown bag. This is their oak. They also have a green bag that is hickory. Imparts a little bit of flavor, whatever, but I actually am kind of glad we're using oak versus oak because you get a really better comparison. Standard competition light off. Two Weber chimneys. Inside two are two little wax cubes. And if you watched other videos, you realize now I use tumbleweed starters in competition. But because I've used this on the channel since the beginning, it's cheap and it's effective, and I want to keep the same results so you can get repeatable results. Okay, so we're going to load the Challenger up here. And what we're also going to see is what the charcoal looks like. Okay, so moderately consistent pieces. Some small stuff. There's some, as you can see, there are some monster big ones, but most of it is small, consistent little pieces. Before I put the B&B in there, I just want to say one more thing to all you haters out there, what I call haters. People that say, well, you should weigh the charcoal out. And I said, who weighs the charcoal in competition? No one. We just put it in there, and this is what you're going to do. So if you have to grab a bag of this, I want you to see what you're going to get. Nobody's going to suspend competition and go, does anyone have a scale, please? Because I need to weigh my charcoal. All right, now the B&B. Tell you one thing, B&B looks like actual wood. Not actual wood, but trees. There's even little pieces. There's one big clump. That is the biggest difference that I can tell. And again, I'm not sponsored by either of these two companies. Maybe one day. Call me. Thanks, Ed. Anyway, so just a real quick. This feels denser, and if you can see, I'll actually bring it up here through the magic of cinema. All right, so this is the Royal Oak. This looks like a piece of lumber. And this is the B&B. It actually looks like somebody cut down a tree and did what they did. They carbonized the charcoal. So there you go. And I wanted to say one more thing. And I don't know if this means anything or not, but the B&B is shinier. The Royal Oak is like a matte finish, and the B&B is a semi-gloss. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so since Royal Oak's the challenger, we're going to give them the lead and start off. Typically, lump burns faster, so here we go. Timer's running. Lighting off the royal oak first. Light the 2 cubes, give them 5 seconds. And if royal oak stays, my prediction is their lump is just kind of like their briquettes. I don't know, we'll find out. But this stuff smokes like it's going out of style. So we're at 28 seconds, and there's our light off. And move this over here to stay safe. So I always try to notice little things. Yeah, as my wife would say, welcome to my world. Right away, they're both consistent in smoke. This is more of a white smoke. This is a gray smoke. I'm trying to see if I smell any chemicals. No, not really. So we're going to let these burn for a few minutes, and we'll come back and see what kind of results we have. It's weird because in briquettes everything's all compacted, and this stuff is not. So every once in a while a little flame kiss will come out. So it's kind of cool. Don't go away. Well, you're not going to go away. I'm just going to hit fast forward. My wife asked me a very valid question, and I'm sure most of you know this, but there might be some people out there that don't know this. So I'm going to walk over and see if I can put this to rest. Okay, so try to turn so you can see it with the sun. This is the B&B lump, and this is the B&B briquette. So what this is basically compressed sawdust with a natural, I think, I'd have to get with B&B to ask what their slurry agent is, but I can tell you this: after 4 hours you can still see the bees in this. There is no coal in this. It is not, people freak out when they say charcoal. It's not coal. I can't say the same for other brands. So this is basically a tree lump, or tree root, or sorry, tree limb that they have put inside a container, brought it up to temperature very quickly, and then choked off all the oxygen. So you get carbonized wood. Why would you use lump, and why would you use briquettes? Well, each one has its use. This is a 100% consistent burn. I know what it's going to do every single time, because the briquettes are made in a manufacturing plant and they are the same size, so you can be a very, very, very predictable result. This is a natural product. And you get all kinds of different sizes and shapes. You get big ones, you get little ones, you get dust, you get all kinds of stuff, because it's a natural product. And I don't use this in competition because it is a very inconsistent result. You'll get hot spots and cold spots. Now, what are the benefits of lump versus this? Big one is ash. These produce almost no ash. Ash, the stuff that you have to clean out of the bottom of your charcoal grill. This, a ton of ash. Some brands are worse than others. These are not too bad. Kingsford and Royal Oak seem to really, really, really dump a lot of ash. But, so anyway, hot and fast, most of the time. Low and slow, you can use either. But really at home, we prefer the lump charcoal. It burns a little cleaner, and it's a lot less cleanup. So hopefully, does that clear up all your questions, Michelle? She said yes. So let's just check on the charcoal. All right, so we're 5 minutes and 40 seconds in, coming up on 6 minutes. We're already getting a little bit of flame lapping off the top of the B&B. The Royal Oak, a couple things yet. But I want you to notice something that is just plain as day. Let me put my black shirt in front of this. Smoke, clean. So far, this is still, and I don't want to taint the results or anything like that, but as you can tell, I prefer B&B, but I want to give everybody a chance. But I gotta say, more smoke's coming off the Royal Oak. But of the two, roughly the same amount of heat coming off each one. Anyway, we're gonna keep letting them burn and see what we get.
I mean, what are you serious? I mean, What execution would you...
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not talking about competition. So what execution am I using? Like, I mean,
Everything.
Is it cheaper?
It's about the same.
Okay, so if it's the same price and I'm at the store and there's lump, Royal Oak lump and Royal Oak briquettes, why would I ever buy the lump versus a briquette?
Typically,
I mean, other than the ash thing, I mean, do I care about that?
I do, because I have to clean it up. The lump typically lights off faster, is ready to cook on faster, and it burns hotter. So, yeah.
That's why probably a lot of people might use it in competition. So.
Yes.
I don't mean to be stupid, but the briquettes, are they natural?
Yes.
They are.
Everything B&B makes is natural. Everything. And they assured me of that. Okay, we're coming up on 15 minutes, and I wanted to give you a look at what we see, or what I see. The B&B is on the left side of your screen, and the Royal Oak is on, B&B's on the left, Royal Oak's on the right, and I need to take a class on that. But flames rolling off the B&B. Royal Oak, there's some flames, but the thing you really need to see, and I'm hoping this comes out, is the Royal Oak has sunk down over 3 inches. The B&B is still at the top. It's still holding its shape, which I never would have believed, even being a B&B fan, that even its lump holds its shape. I hope you all saw that. I hope that came out. We won't know till after we're done, but we're just up on 17 minutes now. And the whole time, the B&B has had flames. I mean, hopefully you can see it, but it's that high. This, I mean, it's hot, but just, there's no flame. Weird. And I will say this, and I hope this came out too, because I can see this. Looking down on this, this is a deep glow of orange. This is a bright glow of orange, which to me, I'm no chemist, I'm no fire guy, whatever, but to me that says these are hotter. It's been a while since I've shot a lump video. I remember them being around 20 minutes. Yeah, we're getting a couple snap, crackle, and pops. Ow. Let me scoot over to the side. We'll come back in a couple minutes when they're ready to drop, and I gotta tell you, unless Royal Oak does something spectacular, these are in the lead. The B&B is dropped about 1 inch, and the Royal Oak has dropped about 3 inches. So, yeah, the Royal Oak is pretty much ready to go. The big piece on top is not. The B&B is ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and drop it, and it's 20. We're going to call it 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and drop the Royal Oak first. Here we go. All right. And now the B&B. And this is what they look like when you drop. And you can look and see the B&B is further along and it's burning white hot. So let's get the grill grates on top of them and see what they do. Yeah, I can look and see that the B&B is burning hotter. If only they put that on the bag. Wait, they do. Okay. All right. Now we're going to spray it with Pam. Honestly, most of the time I do this just for telling temperature of the grill and the grates. And I want, just like in competition, I'm going to leave this open and we burn that can out. Here you go, Michelle. Good catch, baby. All right, let's see what we got. We got my HVAC gun. I'm going to stop the timer. Let's start the timer again. All right. Right away, smoke's rolling off that. That means it's hotter. That's 306. That's 260. This is already 40 degrees hotter, and we're just a few seconds on. Let's take a read. It's been 1 minute and 40 seconds since I've put the grates on. B&B side, 492. Royal Oak, 460. 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, and smoke is rolling off this thing now. That tells me it's getting close to 600 degrees. So let's take the center of the B&B, 623. Center of the Royal Oak, oh, come on baby, 583. My wife wanted to remind you that this is in fact what we call flying smoke. You're good, if nothing else, baby. You're a good girl.
I could have been a producer.
What's that?
Could have been a producer.
Yeah, you can be a producer. 5 minutes. Center of the B&B, 647. Center of the Royal Oak, 608. Oh, and just so there's no deceptive advertising, 608. So needless to say, both sides, they're ready to cook on. 600 degrees is what I like to do to put marks on my steak. These are grill grates. And honestly, somebody said this at the World Championship for steak cook-offs. We were there last week. And I gotta say, I got to meet Brad at Grill Grates. Go to grillgrates.com. Again, I'm not sponsored by him, but they don't get enough credit. B&B, sure. PK Grills, okay. Gunther Wilhelm Knives, all these sponsors we have. But you know, the one that we all sort of take for granted, should not, is Grill Grates. Without these, SCA steak cooking wouldn't be what it is today. And I wanted to thank Brad and his family over in Georgia. Again, grillgrates.com. I'll put a link down in the description. You can order these custom size to your grill. The PK is available. You can go to the SCA website and get a bundle with the PK, with the TX stand and the PK grill, and it fits perfectly. A friend of mine, Darren Cosmo, showed me how to wire mine to it, because then I just like to flip them over for cleaning. But a lot of people don't. They just leave them on there. 10 minutes. Okay. Last time around the horn. B&B side in the center. Come on, baby. Read for me. That's getting 684 on the sides. 680. 645. 609. 638. Royal Oak. 644 in the center. 640. 606. 560. 602. Okay, this is fine. It's fine, but I have to do, so far for the heat winner, definitely this. It got lit faster. It came up to temp faster. It got the grill grates hotter faster. But Royal Oak is fine. I mean, it's not a bad charcoal. And the only other test I have is to see is how long it will last while it's burning. But it's 10 minutes now. I'm going to close up the grill, and I want to start heating up the top. And Michelle and I are going to cook some steaks. So we'll see you in post, and it's a result. Get one of these. I'm going to do a little wow factor here. It's 29 minutes. The steaks are almost ready to go on, and I just came out to check the temperatures, and I was like, Michelle, grab the camera, come back out here. 29 minutes. HVAC gun. The B&B side. $7.17. Royal Oak side. $6.27. Almost 100 degrees difference between this side and that. And that's 29 minutes and 40 seconds in. We're getting ready to throw the steaks on. Why is that important? It happens sometimes in competition. You'll get hot spots on your grill. Yeah, 700 degrees. 596. It's 100 degrees difference. That is a significant result. Folks, that was some interesting results. What did we learn? We learned that both charcoals are relatively good, but there are some significant differences. I still don't know what to think about the whole shiny versus matte finish. Have no idea. Steaks turned out great. And the 29-minute deal, I was impressed. 100 degrees hotter. That's crazy. But as promised, I have 2 more things to show you. A couple hours later, after we had finished eating, we started cleaning up. I went out to take a picture of the remnants of what was in the bottom of my PK, and I'll put that up now. You can see the Royal Oak still had a bunch of unburned pieces. Well, being who I am, I want to get some results, more results. I went back. This video was shot a couple days ago. I went back today when I'm loading up my grill. I got a competition tomorrow night in Arlington, Tennessee, and I had to clean the grill out and get it ready. And before I dumped the ashes out, I looked down in and I was like, that's it, got to get the camera. And I took this picture. The B&B burned down to just ash. It was very little, little crumbs of ash. On the Royal Oak side, which is on your right side, there was still unburned sticks, even amidst the heat of the B&B, which had burned longer. It is living up to its name. It is better burning, which is where B&B gets its name, better burning. There you go. You learned something new today. If you like what you're seeing, when I know you do, subscribe. Ring the bell. You get notifications of all of our videos. We're coming out. Steak season is wrapping up here in Tennessee. We're going to start doing some food videos. A lot of our friends are at World Food, and I wanted to wish them the best of luck. And stay tuned. We're going to have some really cool stuff. And I've got so many of subscribers that have given me great ideas. I just wish I had the time to shoot them all. If I haven't got to your ideas yet, trust me, I will. Actually, I wanted to mention one of the guys or gals that said, well, you did the charcoal starter video of what you can buy at the store. Well, what about home remedies? That was a great suggestion. Keep them coming. We read them all. Well, that's it for tonight. We'll see you later.